The following is a podcast from a qualified senior care provider heard on the Answers for Elders radio show.
And welcome back, everyone, to Answers for Elders Radio Network. And we are here again with Marlina Velasco-Barker, and she is the mom and team in chief of Washington Therapy Dogs, now the Western Washington representative for pet partners across the United States. And again, for those of you that are interested, I want to make sure that you have a website that you can go to, and that's WA therapydogs.com. And on that, there's some links that you can go to learn more information. And we would be happy, no matter where you are in the USA, to be passing you to an organization locally in your community. And so, Marlina, tell us a little bit about the qualities of a dog. What do you look for? What makes a dog a good therapy dog?
Sure, I'd love to talk about that, and also the importance of the human aspect and what we're looking for in the characteristics of the handler as well.
Yeah.
So, being sociable and people oriented and loving to be around people is, I would say, the first and foremost most important quality that we're looking for. You as a human want to be able to engage the client, which is the person that you're visiting or the individuals you're visiting, and have like doing that. You must like to be around people. Comfortability with being touched. The dog must love their ears being played with, being petted. And I don't like demonstrating, because a lot of the residents, this is what they do. They take their ears and they do this and scratch. And especially if they've been in a lot with had dogs in their lives, they know exactly where to touch the dog. That gives comfort and joy to the dog as well. There's a lot of reciprocity there. So the dog has to be a willing recipient of multiple pets, right? And then the other piece is the actual visiting of people and being in a crowd. They have to be accustomed to that and feel comfortable and want to be around a lot of people, because typically many of our visits are definitely in a room full of people. Now, some therapy dogs do one-on-one in hospice environments and in hospital environments. However, many of our visits and part of our mission is to go out
as a group
to as many people as we can. Predictability as a group, correct. Predictability and reliability and control at all times is super important. And so that canine good citizen is a really good foundation for obedience. And then the last two would be the ability to adjust to very stressful environments and situations, and as well having confidence. And I think that confidence piece is also for the human. The human must have the confidence and be confident, as well as confident about their connectivity or their connection with their dog.
I think what you're saying is that when I first went through therapy dog training, one of the things that I learned really quick is that the person that needs to be trained most is the human. We need to understand what our connection is with our dog, but we also have to have eyes, to notice, pay attention to details, watch them, be in tune with them. And I think that's the key thing about it. But I think even more so, Marlina, when we work with groups and teams together, they feed it off each other. These dogs, when they go in as a group, they know what they're there for. They're amazing. And they have learned the process of, taking turns, going around in a circle so that, all the dogs can share with whether it's residents or people in a grief situation or, whatever that is, community events, things like that. We are there. And I think one of the things that you've done so well is like aligning with mental health organizations and things like that, because that is the most important things. So with that process, we have about 1 minute left in this segment. What is actually the process? Once somebody becomes a canine good citizen, then they go through therapy dog training. Is that correct?
Correct. It's about an 8-week program, 6 to 8 week program, and it's a combination of in-person, practical, I want to say in an environment where there will be working. So typically we actually do go to a either assisted living community or that have really awesome venues where we can be, standalone and away from the residents at first, but maybe they can watch from a window and watch us train, which is a really cool way to be able to provide them entertainment for the day, right?
They love that.
Yes. And then once they've gone through that process, the readiness for that evaluation by a reputable, organization that does go through the process of registration so that you have liability insurance coverage with that as well. It's called registration, basically, rather than certification. It's sort of this term that everybody's been throwing around, certification, but it's actually registration.
And so if you want information, please go to WA Therapy Dogs. Marlina and we will make sure that you get information, and we'll be right back right after this. We at Answers for Elders thank you for listening. Did you know that you can discover hundreds of podcasts in our library on senior care? So visit our website and discover our decision guides that will help you also navigate decision making. Find us at answersforelders.com.